We are live. This is the NBA Rundown. The channel is Nuke, the house, and Tyler. One team that we will no longer be discussing after today is the Cleveland Cavaliers. We disagreed on this game yesterday, Tyler. With about 8 minutes to go in the second quarter, it's about to shoot off a DM, but I go, no, it's NBA. Anything can happen. The Cavaliers were up by 20. Not only did I not cover my first half, but they lost the game outright. I got the second game right, so hey, that was nice. But bro, talk to me about what we saw in Cleveland and where does this team go from here? I think
that, first off, I'm going to take one victory lap, and it's not even the fact that I won the head-to-head with you with the Pacers. It's more so the argument we had about who's going to score if Donovan Mitchell's not on the floor. And you told me Max Strus and Darius Garland were going to be our guys. Max Strus went a solid 0 for 9 from the field, 0 for 6 from 3, and put up 0 points. And Darius Garland went 4 for 16, 0 for 6 from 3, and scored 11 points. So it was live or die by Donovan Mitchell for that team. He still managed to put up 35. He fought till the end. I'll give him that. That team was really hurt, too. Like, all those guys were banged up. I don't know where they go from here, though. They kind of have spent all their money. Like, really, really interesting to see where they go. I think they might have to move off a guy, but it would probably be Garland would be the first guy gone.
I would move off Mitchell.
You cannot move off Mitchell.
Why not?
They just showed you that they have no offense without him. Spread, they lost this game by 50 if he didn't play. If you would have got what you wanted and he would have sat, Spread, they would have got the doors blown off.
Bro, how did my guys not show up? How embarrassing was that, man?
They showed up. It's just the Pacers, man. They're just a tough team to beat. And I really think the only style basketball to beat them is the guys that play 48 minutes, like a Tom Thibodeau team.
So you know what I was thinking last night? That Tyrese Halliburton trade's like almost as bad as the Luka trade. It's just nobody cares about the Kings and the Pacers, so nobody said shit.
Yep.
But we got a fucking washed up old power forward that doesn't really help you win. And they got this young guy
because what's his name's gone too.
The team. Who was the other one we got in the trade?
Well, Fox left, so the guy you kept over Halliburton left.
Yeah, I know. The whole thing is just a joke. So, all right, congratulations there. At least I got you back on that Nuggets game, Tyler, and I thought they were going to win straight up, man.
That was a battle. That was a great game. I watched the fourth quarter of that one. Man, They went back and forth in that game.
Yeah.
Are we going to be arguing? Am I going to be arguing about Jokic how like you guys argue about Larry Bird when I'm your age and be like, this guy was legit? And they're going to be like, this guy couldn't jump off the ground.
Probably because all the little kids nowadays are going to be like, Tim Hardaway III is the best player ever. And, these guys are all the greatest. And, LeBron played against plumbers, It's just going to be ridiculous. So, it's so funny about your generation calling everyone from my generation plumbers. 95% of you guys your age couldn't even do an 8-hour shift of plumbing.
I work 12-hour shifts, Brad. Don't say all of us.
I know. You're in the 5%, bro. You're in the 5%.
I got right to the bathroom real quick, though, so talk for a second.
Because I'm right about that. Calling everyone plumbers. You couldn't even do an 8-hour plumbing shift. Give me an effing break. Man, I'm so disappointed about losing that game last night. Losing the full game was one thing, but losing that first half bet really hurt me. And you know what? It was a case where the books adjusted the line and it was right because I bet the full game at 7.5. So what does that mean? That it should have been 3.5 or 4 and landed on 4. Unbelievable. All right, Tyler, were you going to talk to all your friends that couldn't even work an 8-hour shift if they had to?
No, I had to go shut off the fan in the bathroom. It was, how it makes that like humming noise? I couldn't tell if it was coming through the mic or not, so I was like, I gotta get that shut off.
No, it was not. So thank you for that. All right, let's
Where do you think? Like, well, I mean, Nuggets, of course, they can win Game 6, push us to Game 7.
Mm-hmm.
Are they hypothetically in the Giannis business? The sweepstakes here?
The Nuggets?
Yeah, like what could they move? Like,
no, they don't have enough to give up. Like what could they give up? They have no picks. They have nothing.
If you could keep Jokic and Murray and say give up Porter and Gordon and just unload all your picks.
They don't have the picks though. I don't see how they can compete. They
can't compete with the likes of Houston. I mean, it would have to be Giannis probably demanding his way there.
Yeah, and he only wants to play in New York, LA, or Miami. He used to be my favorite guy.
Don't roll out San Antonio. They didn't give them the second pick for no reason. They're rebuilding the Twin Towers. They're just international this time.
Let me ask you a question that I posted on my Twitter. Who would you rather build around, Cooper Flag or Luka Doncic?
As of like right now, from what we've seen, like at this moment,
and just right now, you start. I mean,
I'd take Cooper Flag.
You never got to chip out of Luka if you're Dallas.
I would take Cooper Flag at this moment. If you gave me Luka when he first came out, I'm probably taking Luka.
Yeah.
I just see the pathways where Luka goes down the wrong way. Injuries give him problems. I mean, dude already kind of looks bigger than he did when he was first into the league. He doesn't dunk anymore. Still a very, very, very good player, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see what they do out there in Dallas building around Cooper Flag. So other than because honestly, if you take out that Luka trade, Nico Harrison's done a great job as a GM. I mean, the only other thing you kind of hammer on.
You want to talk about sticking to your guns?
Yeah.
Trading for win now defensive minded players. Stick to your guns and trade that first pick to Milwaukee and get Giannis and AD together.
I mean, yeah.
That's how you stick to your guns. You were really in this defensive minded win now approach. Go get Giannis.
Yeah.
He won't do it though.
Yeah. All right. You want to dive into tonight? NukeTheHouse.com. Guys, make sure you're signed up. Become a member. Head on over to NukeTheHouse.com. The first game on the slate, Tyler. Boston Celtics out to -5. Totals 207.5. We argued this game yesterday. Let's do it again, Tyler. What's that mean? And I'll do it again. That's me right now, getting ready to argue with you. I'm all over the Boston Celtics, bro. Superstar subtractions in full effect. We looked it up yesterday. Boston Celtics are 9-2 straight up without Tatum. So it's not like they don't. You're laughing at my excellent breakdown. Why?
I'm laughing at your regular season stats because you can also tell me the Knicks lost every game to the Celtics in the regular season and they're about to put them out.
All right, let me continue.
We can do this argument every day, spread these regular season stats.
Let me continue my excellent breakdown before you try and destroy me with facts and logic. Look at you trying to own the libs right now. All right. Boston's margin of victory when Tatum played was plus 9.6 per game, right? The 19 games this regular season, because that's what I get my information from, that he didn't play, they were plus 13.2, Tyler. So now what? We have a better net rating with him out of the lineup. Oh, this is just fantastic, dude. I'm absolutely loving it. What other good information do I have for you here? All you're going to say is regular season doesn't mean dick. And that's your argument, right?
I mean, it kind of doesn't, Spread. You could argue the NFL preseason means more than the NBA regular season.
No.
Like, outside of standings, like, the regular season means nothing.
But a top 3 team always wins the title, so it has to mean something.
I mean, I guess so, but at the same time, like, over the last couple years, you've watched a lot of these teams coast in the regular season, come in as like a 7 seed, and walk to the conference finals. So it's almost like they just take the regular season off. Just where I stand on this spread. I think once playoff starts, it's more like you can kind of use it as like a crutch, but I don't pound those stats from the regular season. It's just not something I do in playoff basketball. Like the Knicks look like a whole different.
I mean, what am I supposed to do just for content? I mean, I think Boston's going to win. It's kind of a shitty breakdown, though, don't you think?
I see what you're saying, but at the same time, like
I got to back my argument up.
I think a lot of playoffs is eye test. Where like yesterday, the Pacers beat the Cavs in 2 games without their players, and they get their players back. They beat them in that 3rd game, but then the Pacers steamroll them in Game 4 with all those guys back on the floor. And you're getting 8 points with them in Game 5 when they just played with all the guys on the floor. It's almost like the Pacers were the better team, and they went out and won the game. You see what I'm saying?
Unfortunately, I do. I think you're making a very good point. So because I don't want to acknowledge you anymore, Roman Reigns, let's take this question from Jason Graham. Who steps up offensively tonight? Does Brown go wild or does D. White go?
I got a Jaylen
or
Brown
both.
Love.
Or both, Tyler. Answer the question, please. Thank you.
I mean, it'll probably be Derek White from 3, but I think there's a pathway where like Tatum's Achilles rupturing kind of signals to this team that like changes are coming and this year's pretty much over. If the Knicks get out to a lead, don't be surprised if the Celtics pack this in spread.
No, stop.
Where maybe not quote unquote pack it in, but they're a lot quicker to abandon the plays they run and they're just isoing and hucking threes like they like to do in fourth quarter.
Okay. That is more viable, right?
That's kind of what I meant when I said pack it up.
I'm just saying, okay, I thought you meant that they're going to like just pull Porzingis and pull Brown and pull.
No, they're not going to pull them guys off the floor, but you're going to watch them abandon what they were doing offensively, and it's going to be a lot of guys.
And that's fair, right? And we've seen that in the NBA, especially from Jonathan Nelson's hero, LeBron, right? Once he realizes they're down 10 and they're not going to win, he just starts shooting and stat padding, you know. And so I completely agree with you there. So let me guess. The Knicks fan is on the New York Knicks.
Yes. Spread is over.
Are you taking the points? No, it's not. Dude, the Celtics are going to win tonight.
It's over.
The Celtics are going to win tonight, dude.
Nope.
I am. You know what? When they're up by 20 with 8 minutes to go in the second,
send me the DM like you wanted. Send me the
I'm
DM like you wanted to
tonight.
last night.
I'm sending the message tonight.
Don't forget
they were the message.
Spread. They were up 20 in games 1 and 2. They lost both of them. It doesn't matter.
I know it's gonna be a terrible night to send that message, isn't it?
Like and now
I'll send you the message.
Think about this.
Up by 20, I got a 50% chance of being right here.
you take Tatum off the floor.
Up by 20 minus.
So these perimeter defenders don't have to worry about him anymore, like Anunoby and Bridges. They've put Jaylen Brown in jail, basically. So Jaylen Brown's your main focus of offense tonight. Best bet already 13 minutes into the show. Give me Jaylen Brown over 3.5 turnovers at even money. That dude's having 6 turnovers tonight.
Let me find this. Let me see if I got that. I don't know if I have turnovers. Oh, man. Jonathan Nelson, do we got turnovers on bookmakers?
He's going to turn over the ball so much tonight.
No, I don't have turnovers. I'll bet you on Bet. I wonder if I have it on Bet Online. Let me look at Bet Online. All right, hey, you break this down. I want to bet that with you. I got to find this.
Yeah, like my other worry spread, like without Tatum, like if we've seen Brown go quiet, White is kind of just 3-pointer bust. Mm-hmm. Where do they go from there? Like Kristaps hasn't done anything. He's kind of washed. Horford just needs to be in the senior citizens home now.
I mean, have you ever heard of the elite white boy Peyton Pritchard?
Coming off the bench, like, is he going to come in and put in the 42 that Tatum put on the board last game? Like,
yeah. I don't even know when to call it. Did Peyton Pritchard go to Kansas University? Because he looks like he went to Kansas.
He went to Oregon.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. He was at Oregon with Dylan Brooks and them.
I don't think I have turnovers.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't have turnovers.
This is.
Do you have it? Where did you find that?
DK. It's on DraftKings under player defense.
I'll look under exotics.
What do you think about Jalen Brunson to be the highest point scorer at plus 140?
How is that not minus?
I know. I clicked on it. I was like, wait a minute. That seems wrong.
It should be like minus 140.
Jalen Brown's plus 185. Derek White's 8-1. Cat 950.
Huh. So, man, I wanted to do. Can you do Jaylen Brown over 3.5 turnovers? Celtics win.
Can I do that? Let's see. Let's go into the same game parlay on
We got
DK.
personal fouls, but no turnovers.
You could bet personal fouls. I think he has racked those up too. No, you can't do turnovers on the same game parlays.
That's so stupid.
Probably just because you could sit there and just probably have games where you just bet all the unders together. Probably get away with it.
Clyde agrees with you. Are you willing to take this back? Or are you?
Yes, he was on the Pacers last night with me.
Oh, you got to be kidding me! Clyde beat me too.
Yeah, Clyde beat you too,
bro. I'm getting over here getting my teeth kicked in by Clyde.
I mean, I did the kicking. He kind of stood back and watched.
Bro, it might be time. That's when you got to reestablish your career. You got to rethink your career, right?
I think we identified two really good bets in this game already. The Brown turnovers and this Jalen Brunson to be the top point scorer. Because I'm going to shop this line and see what we're getting on that.
All right. How about this? If Clyde hits 10 in a row, we'll lit him on. Is that a deal? He's got one. And you're on Knicks tonight too, Clyde?
He's plus 115 to be the highest point scorer on DK. Which makes a little more sense.
That's about closer. And what's Brown? Minus 120?
Plus 190.
Oh my gosh, if we let Clyde on, can you imagine how bad the ratings are going to be?
He's 1-0. I mean, he's got one. He's on the board with one.
Yeah, I know.
You know what's going to suck, Brad?
What?
You know how he's getting on? One of us is going to get hot, and he's just going to tail right behind us and be like, I'm on that.
Yeah, team. And he's going to tail you because no one ever tails me. I don't even know why I do this show. I just talk to myself. All right, guys, I'm on the Celtics first half, Celtics full game. We'll see what effing happens. We will see what happens. Anything else with the Celtics? So you don't even think that we're going to have a game 6, Tyler?
No, I think this is over.
Oh, no way, dude. Knicks are winning in New York.
I think this is over.
Can you imagine what the street TikToks are going to be like?
Oh, you'll get them regardless of where the game ends.
What does this word mean?
Platoon?
Yeah. Is he trying to say baton, or is that some slang?
I think that's what he was trying to say.
Yeah. Okay. I thought that was some slang that you guys.
I mean, I know you like Boston full game, but what do you think about Boston winning the first half, the Knicks winning the game at plus 650? That's definitely viable. They've done it twice already.
Oh yeah.
The Celtics.
If you can only bet one of them, bet Celtics first half. Don't bet Celtics first game.
Yeah.
Jason, you agree with me though? Doesn't that sound like something these kids would say about what they're into all night? All right. Anything more from that one, Tyler, or you want to move on?
No, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, all these performance doubles are going to be ridiculously priced. Like, Brunson's going to come in at like 35 plus and win. Like, where's his first one listed at? Let's see. I mean, you could do a cat double and win it plus 205. I do not hate that. But Jalen Brunson, 30. Actually, there's a 30 plus points for Jalen Brunson, and they win it plus 350. Well, I like that. What is happening in the chat right now?
I should not have encouraged them. All right. I don't even know what he's talking about. The Golden State Warriors are plus 10.5 against the Timberwolves. Tyler, I gave up trying to make sense of this series. Take it away. I don't have a play. We talked about this yesterday. I thought I'd have a play by now. I do not. To be fair, though, I was kind of burned out on basketball, and I did not listen to any basketball content this morning. I listened to a DJ named Qbert. For those of you who don't know, he's awesome. You should listen to him. All right, Tyler, Qbert. What do you think here?
Timberwolves probably win, but this seems like a lot of points, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think so, but I mean, like, okay, you talked about like packing it in. I think Golden State. Okay, it's the same idea though, right? I don't think Steve Kerr is going to pull everybody and play like Quentin Post and Moses Moody
I
in
think
the
he
game,
could.
right? You really think he could?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are you saving these people for?
They're old.
Yeah.
They're old, and Jimmy's going to run himself into the dirt. You just get him off the floor and tell him we're coming back next year when Steph's all right.
So, wait. Jimmy was minus 30 in game 4 and plus minus?
That's bad.
What happened to playoff Jimmy? Dude, I so wish we were doing shows with JSU still. Remember how much he used to love Jimmy Butler?
I mean, Jimmy Butler's been a solid player up until probably like he's still a solid player.
Yeah, he's been like a solid player, but everyone acts like he's just like MVP.
I mean, those couple years he in the playoffs he did look like an MVP.
I know, I hated it. Steph is not playing, Clyde, and am I crazy for liking under 25.5 points for Jimmy? No.
I don't think you're crazy.
And the guy's completely inconsistent. And he's like my age. You know what sucks is they went all in for this year and it's not going to work out, and now they're going to be stuck with that contract.
I know.
And like, what are they going to do? You're going to have 38-year-old Steph and 36-year-old Jimmy.
You think they could have won it all this year? Like, you think they could have took out OKC? Because I think they could have won this series if Steph was there.
Yeah, actually, probably. Jason Graham says looks like an MVP in the bubble because he was hooking up with Rachel Nichols. I know, and that was like the year I won 40 units. I was hooking up with Rachel Nichols. Now I'm not. Unbelievable. I don't know what to make of this game, Tyler. I was not planning on betting it. It's in Minnesota, right? I mean,
Ant's kind of found his shot recently. He played good in the last game. Like, let me get the exact numbers on that. We might just be going back to the same thing we were in last game spread.
What, just the Ant props?
Top point scorer. He's plus 115. He was outscored by 1 last game by Julius Randle, who had 31 to his 30. I don't think that happens again.
Yeah, I don't think that happens either. I like Ant.
And he's also found, because he had his 2 quiet games in games 1 and 2. He had 23 and 20. He's had 36 and 30 in his last 2. I don't hate doing the Anthony Edwards and Jalen Brunson parlay as top point scorers. You get a 4-1 ticket on that.
I like that a lot, actually. Can I do that?
You should be able to do that. I don't see why the offshore books wouldn't.
Sometimes they don't let you parlay that shit, though. It's. Let's see if I can do it. Specials. I bet you I can't. I don't even have top point scorer anywhere. Maybe I do. Actually, I do. Let me look under exotics. Most points. So see, Jalen Brunson is minus 125 offshore.
What can you parlay them together at?
So I don't know. I'm gonna try right now.
I wouldn't hate it.
I bet you they're not gonna let me though. No way, they let me. I only got plus 219 though. Ants minus 130.
I mean, I feel like your numbers are right and my numbers are a little inflated.
Yeah, that's why I think you should bet yours, and I'm not going to bother betting mine.
I'm going to bet mine.
All right. While you do that, I'm going to answer. Clyde wants to know how my blow-up girl. Clyde, I get plenty of platoon, okay? In real life platoon, not blow-up platoon, okay? So you go enjoy your platoon. I'll enjoy mine. Can you believe that, Clyde? Every day I'm so nice to him. He just comes in here and just messes with me. Tyler, the total is 203 in this game. They've gone under 3 times and over twice. What do you think of the total?
I'd probably lean over with the number being so low, but probably just going to end up staying away.
Yeah, I think I like the under if I were to play it. But, dude, you know what's cool? We don't have to bet every game. I'm not betting this game. I've been so bad on this series so far. I mean, I
That's
got
why
like a couple right.
I think we just.
But
we
like
just bet
even
on
when I
Ant to
got
close it
right,
out at home.
I got like plus 5.5 or plus 6, and they won by 5. Right? It's not like I've been nailing these picks. So, all right, Tyler, we might not do a show tomorrow, so let's talk about tomorrow's game right now. There's only one game on the schedule tomorrow because I was wrong. And the Cavaliers lost, and they got eliminated. And I thought we'd be breaking down the Cavaliers traveling to Indiana with the Pacers, trying to hold on at home, coming off a huge 20-point win. Donovan Mitchell looked great, but no, nothing. So tomorrow night, Tyler, the Thunder are going to take on the Nuggets. The Thunder are laying 4.5. Total's 216.5. I'm going to do it again, man. I'm going to take the points with Denver.
Take the points with Denver.
What do you think?
I don't hate that. I think if you take the points,
I don't love this bet though. You think so? I kind of like.
Yeah, I think you just take them to win. They force a game 7.
Yeah. So what's the money line there? Plus 161.
Plus 160 for me.
Yeah. All right, that's what I think we're gonna go here. The totals have gone under the last 3 games. Do you think that trend continues?
Yeah, I mean they've been playing really tough defense on both sides, so.
They dropped a lot, though. The total dropped a lot, though, because the last game was 221. So here's how much they've dropped. Game 3, 232. Game 4, 228. Game 5, 221. Game 6, 216.
I still lean under, but
I think I
probably
just like with those point props, you just got to give them props. I'm doing this wrong. You have to give them credit when they put up a good line. They've accurately adjusted, in my opinion.
I agree.
So we like Denver money line for tomorrow.
I would lean Denver.
Okay.
We'll see how I feel when I wake up.
All right, fair enough. We might,
if I have
and that's
some
how,
dream where
and that's how
celebrating.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a dream. I'm gonna have a dream about Nebraska platoon tonight. All of it, every little blonde girl that you love, Clyde. Let's do that for tomorrow too for the show. Let's just call it by ear. If we feel like it, we'll jump on. If not, the play for tomorrow, guys, is Nuggets money line, and then we'll do Friday for sure. Because okay, so the Warriors series is probably. Oh, we might not do a Friday either.
Yeah, because if the Warriors get knocked out, it's pretty much done.
And you think the Knicks are gonna knock them out, huh?
I think it's over too. So,
Clyde, you can answer this question. Does Nebraska have baddies? I would assume they would, dude. Usually those like Midwestern states have like all these hot blonde.
There's like 6 people in Nebraska, and we know 2 of them.
I bet you 3 of them are fine. Boy, all right. So we don't know when we'll be back.
Maybe Monday.
We might do a show tomorrow. We might not.
Maybe Monday. Maybe the finals. Maybe next year. You never know.
So, like, let's just say
this might be the last one.
No, it's not good.
This might be the finale. The people don't even know it. See, you pull plenty of hot platoon when you think all those Nebraska girls are mid. All right, guys, we don't know when we'll be back, but I like the Celtics tonight. Bet them first half. Tyler says I'm stupid, so if you like Tyler more than me, don't. I didn't say
on
that.
The Warriors game. Knicks. Yeah, I know. I'm exaggerating for effect. On the Warriors game, we like Anthony Edwards to be the top point scorer in the game, and we both like the Nuggets money line for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, Tyler, you know what I am?
Brunson to be the top point scorer in the Knicks game. If you parlay him and Ant together, it gets you that 4-1 ticket. And we like that Jaylen Brown over 3.5 turnovers because he's a turnover machine and he can't go left.
All right, there you have it. Tyler, even if we don't do this tomorrow, though, I am going to jump on with Holden for the live betting show. So,
okay, well, I'll be at work.
But you won't be around for that, right?
You.
Yeah. That should be fun. We'll see how it turns out. All right, guys, thanks for joining us. Nuke the House.